Good day, everybody. Welcome to your first day of virtual learning. I hope you're having a great day. I really looking forward to getting all this going and making sure that we are um, best using our time and really getting to know things the way we should. What we're going to start out with this week is a review on elements and compounds. We could have done better on the UA. So we're going to spend a couple days reviewing that, make sure we have it hammered down so that we know for sure that we're ready to go on. So with that, short little presentation for you today, and hopefully it will all work out and the assignment will make sense. So let's move forward. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Why the review? As I said, we're just ensuring that the material we covered was covered well for everybody. We need to make sure we can identify a compound and an element without a problem, and that's just by knowing the properties of each and what we need to do. Yeah, hit the wrong button again. I got a new clicker, and so I keep on pushing the wrong button. Sorry about that. So for today, you should have already completed your attendance and your warm-up for today. That should be in and done. Right now, what we're doing is a short review, a little mini lecture. Then we'll be going over the elements versus compounds comparison activity. Finally, our closure and exit ticket. This will be pretty much the way things are set up per every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Tuesdays, Thursdays, we'll be looking at Zoom meetings and preparing for that. And you'll have an activity to do to prepare for that. Wrong button again. So let's start off with the review, elements and compounds. Let's first look at elements. We need to remember that they're a pure substance. That means that there's only one type of thing in there. They're made up of one type of atom. All the atoms are found on the periodic table. And we need to remember they're represented by a symbol that begins with a capital letter. If I have more than one capital letter, we know I'm dealing with something else. And this is going to take a second because I need to jump this over here. And there we go. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. When we look at compounds, we're looking at the idea of it is a pure substance also. But there's more than one element. We always have two or more elements combined in a fixed ratio. That means if I have water, I always have two hydrogen and one oxygen. And that representation is the ratio. Compounds are represented by a chemical formula, and that's using the symbol of each element in the formula, and they will always begin with a capital letter. And then compounds will always have different properties than the elements that were combined. We had talked in class before about the whole idea of sodium and chlorine combining to make sodium chloride our table salt, which we all love and it's good, but sodium by itself reacts vigorously with water, not something you'd want to put on your tongue. And then chlorine is actually a very deadly gas. So once again, something that wouldn't want to inhale, but I mixed the two together and we got something good there. So let me go ahead and move my image back over. There we go. And our next slide. So what it looks like when we look at molecules of elements on the right here, you can see even though there's two there, they're always the same type. I only have hydrogen in a hydrogen molecule. I only have oxygen in the oxygen molecule. But when I look at the compounds, we can see like Mickey Mouse here, our water, I have two different types of elements here. And that's always a key factor. And I remember to look for the capital letters in the formula, and that will show you that. So our assignment, what we're going to be doing is trying to pick out which are representations of elements and which are representations of compounds. And I have, you will see in Classroom, you will have this document for you to fill out, but I brought up a little one here just to make sure we're all on the same page. So this is what our activity looks like. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut and paste the correct responses from the answer choices in the table below. So here's my answer choices. All I have to do, and you can see I have elements in one column, compounds in the other, and then by row, I'm asking for different things. The definition, how would I define it? Composition is what it's made up of. The ability to break down. Does it break down easily? Can it be broken down? The types, the representation, and examples. And so in the answer choices down here, I have 12 answer choices. But all you need to do, And that's pretty simple here because we aren't printing this off and physically cutting and pasting it. We're electronically doing that. So let's start with this one. And get in here on my highlight. Not that. Undo. So I go ahead and I highlight what this is, and then I have to decide where it belongs. Well, I know it belongs under elements because it says an element is represented by using symbols. And so then if I look up here and see my representation arrow right there, or bar, so I can come in here and I highlight. And there's two different ways you can do this. I can grab it and drag it up there, and now it's in the space that it's supposed to be. What you'll want to do is go through all the rest of these. We'll do one more, for example, like right here, we have water, sodium chloride, sodium bicarbonate, etc. So I would have to highlight this and decide, well, this is examples of what? Well, I pull it right up there because they're examples of compounds. So hopefully by manipulating these type of things, it will help you get a better knowledge. We go on to our next one. This is our closure. And wrong button. That's okay. This is our closure. And what we're looking at here is we just have to remember the simple things that we talked about. An element is pure substance. It's represented, as you can see, neon here. The symbol has a capital N. Only one type of atom. Where if we look down at the compound, we have water here, and we can clearly see two different elements that are combined in a fixed ratio. So don't forget to do your exit ticket. We will see you tomorrow in Zoom. I hope this worked out. Remember, I'm on campus all day long. So if you need something, email me. That's the best way to get in touch with me. And we're going to be working out some virtual classroom ideas and stuff like that in the future. But until then, I hope everybody is doing well, and we will see you soon.